Welcome back. This is video 2 of 3, guiding you through the process of creating your first free website on WordPress.com. So in the previous video, we went through the simple steps of actually setting up and naming your site. And now we're going to go back in and start creating some content. There are 2 ways to add content on WordPress: through pages and posts. And to get started, the first thing you're going to want to do, if you're not already logged into your WordPress dashboard, just go to wordpress.com and you'll see the login screen. You're going to enter your username and password, and once you hit login, your screen will look something like this, and you should see your blog listed here on this page. So again, remember to get back to our blog or website's dashboard, and I use those words interchangeably. So you may not intend to use your website as a blog, but I can't help myself. I do use those words interchangeably. So just disregard if you're not planning to blog. We can still get your site looking the way you'd like it to. We're going to click on the title here. And we're looking at the site and go to the dashboard. The first thing we're going to do is create a few pages. And your pages are really what you should think of as your static content, the core content on your website that doesn't change much. You can always go in and update it, correct it, add new information, but generally these are the main pages that reside on your site. And we can see what we have here on the center here by clicking on this one page, or if you look at the left side of your screen, this navigation bar, you could also navigate to it here. It really doesn't matter which you click on, they'll take you to the same place. Clicking on it, you'll see a list, and you'll probably already have an About page that was created automatically by WordPress when you created your site. So we're going to go in and change the site and update it to add the information we'd like to share about our website. So you can see that currently it has this generic text that WordPress has put in to explain the purpose of a page. And what we're going to do is I recommend drafting your page content, all of your website content, everything you'd like to write and have appear on your site, off of WordPress, meaning whatever word processor you use, go ahead and either write it out longhand and then type it into Word or another desktop publishing software so that you can simply copy and paste that text into your website. It'll save you time, and it'll avoid any problems should you lose internet access or have other problems as you're composing your content right in your website. So I've already created some content, and I'm gonna open this welcome message, and it's nothing lengthy. I'm just using this to show you how it works. I'm just going to replace this text here. And one little trick, when you're in your WordPress editor, this button here, when you hover over it, says show or hide the kitchen sink, which means as you click it, it shows you some additional menu items. If you click it again, they're hidden. So we're going to click on that and look for this button with a T, which means paste as plain text. And this is always a good way to paste any text that you're bringing in from outside of WordPress to avoid inconsistent formatting in your fonts or font sizes. So I'm just going to paste the text that I copied from my Word document and click Insert. And there we go. I'm going to clean up these extra spaces here. And that's it. So we have the text that we want to appear. What I'll do here is click this button over on the right, Update. Computer's working, and All right, this message tells us that the page has been updated and we can view it to see how it looks. So now we see my message, and again, just ignore this header background and everything. We're going to get to the customization later. I know that's probably what you most want to do, but let's get the content done first. So this is looking rather plain. We actually see that there are some share buttons and like buttons here. We're going to ignore this for now. Let's click on edit and let's add a photograph. So in order to add a photo, I think I'd like to insert a picture of myself since I'm greeting everyone with this message, and I'd like it to appear here on the left side of the screen. So I'm going to click my cursor right there by the A. I'm going to click on this Add Media button, and now WordPress is asking me where it should look for the picture or the image that I'd like to use. Your media library will have photos or images or documents that you've already uploaded to your site, but I haven't uploaded anything yet, so I'm going to upload a photo from my computer. Start by clicking on Select File, and I'm going to go to this folder where I've put my new website files and use this picture of myself. Click Open. It's loading. And now we see that it's selected. And you see the check there. And we're going to scroll down here on the side and you see a few options. The title, these are words that will appear over the image if you hover over it with your mouse. So we're going to just change this to my name. It's a photo of me, describes it. And we don't need a caption, but you could enter one here. Alignment tells it how you would like the photo to be placed on the page. So we'd like it on the left side of the text. Link to, this means we're going to select none. If we selected media file, then what would happen is if someone actually clicks on the photograph, it would open it at full size in a new window. Or possibly in the same window, depending on how we set this up. So we're going to click none. We don't want anything to happen if people click on the photo. And it's quite small, so we're going to just select full size. If this was a large image, it would give you some other options here. So that looks good to go. Click Insert into Page. And there we go. So if we want to see how this looks, we could click Preview Changes. And WordPress is opening a new window to show us what it looks like. That looks great. So we're going to close this, and we're back in our editor, and this says schedule right now. Usually this button will just say publish. I'm just going to go ahead and set this to today. This is probably because it was already set up. Okay, so now it shows it was already published and we're getting an update button. So let's click update. All right, so once again, we look up here and we see that the page has been updated, and we can click on View Page just to confirm that everything looks the way we want it to. All right, so we see the photograph and we're good to go. So let's go and create another page. We're going to click on Dashboard, Pages, and here's an Add New button. And this time I'm just going to create a very simple contact page. So we're going to call it Contact. And rather than providing my contact information, I'm going to ask people to, or provide them with the opportunity to send me a message or a question, and that way I can get back to them and allow them to contact me without having to provide my contact information. So we're going to add this contact form. Just click the button, and this is giving us some options to customize the fields that the form is automatically populated with. We want a name, we'll leave that as required. If you wanted to make this optional, you can click on this edit link and uncheck this box. We're going to leave it as is, click save field. Email, we want that required. That's how we want to get back to people if they ask us for information. Website, we don't need this, so we're going to click on this little button here to delete this field. And then the comment is where they can ask their question or just leave a comment that's private to us. And that's all we want to do. If you wanted to add some additional fields to collect different information, you could click this add a new field button and decide what type of field it is. You have these many options, from a checkbox to their name to text or asking them for their website. Just showing you what's available here as options, but we're not really going to use this, so I'm going to delete that. And then we're going to click the magic button here, add this form to my post. And what you're seeing now is the code or short code that WordPress requires to create this form. Don't mess with this. It may not look pretty. You may not understand how it works, but I promise this will work. So what we're going to do is click the publish button to create our new contact page with the contact form. We'll look for the page published notification and click view page. And here we go. This is our new contact page. If someone visits this site and they're logged into WordPress, the form is smart and it will pre-populate these fields with their username or email, which they can change if they want to. Add their comment and click submit. All right, and what you're seeing here is when we added this page, WordPress automatically added this page to our navigation bar here. So you can see as we're adding pages, it's adding buttons to our navigation bar. We have the option of removing these pages from the navigation bar and fully customizing this to look the way we want, and I will show you how to do that in the third video. But for now, let's create one last page. So we're going to go back here, and this time I'll show you a little shortcut. Instead of going to the dashboard, let's just scroll down to new, and we're going to click on page. And in this last sample page that I'm creating, I'm going to call it gallery. And on this page, all I'm going to do is insert a gallery of photographs of my dogs. So this is really simple to do, but it looks really slick. So once again, you should already have selected some photographs and make it easy on yourself and put them together in a folder on your computer so that you can find them quickly. Once you've done that, you're going to click this Add Media button. And we're in our media library where we see the last picture that we uploaded. We're going to click on Upload Files. I'm going to select them from my computer, and I'm going to go ahead and select all of these photographs here. All right. And click Open. It's loading the 7 images that I selected from my folder. So we'll give it a minute to work and load those up. Alright, so you can see now that all of the photographs have successfully uploaded, and I've selected all of them except this photograph of myself, which I don't want in there. If we wanted to include it, we would click on it, but let's click off and once again select these. Oops, you need to hit Shift to select multiple photographs. And what we want to do is create a gallery of all these images. So over to the left of the screen, click on Create Gallery. You've already selected the pictures you'd like in there, which you see down here, 7 selected. And we're going to create gallery by pushing this or clicking on this blue button. Alright, so now it's giving us a few options for the gallery. It's asking us whether we want to link it to anything, and I don't. And the columns apply if you want the photographs to appear as thumbnails or small copies of the photographs. Instead of a thumbnail grid, let's use a slideshow. And you'll see when we click slideshow, the columns disappear because there will only be one image displayed at a time. And you can click this random order button, or you can actually rearrange the photos however you'd like them to appear. So that's fine for now. But you can click and drag them, and when you're done, click Insert Gallery. So once again, you're not seeing much, but this image here is a placeholder for the gallery that we've just created in WordPress. And all we need to do to make this work is click the Publish button to create this page for our photo gallery. And we see the page was successfully published. We're going to click View Page. And there you go. So you can see that the photographs automatically advance through a very simple slideshow. And if we had wanted to add text on this page, we could have done that above or below that placeholder image for this slideshow. But this is all I wanted to include just to show you how easy it is to insert a photo gallery. And again, we see that the gallery was added to our menu bar. So now that we have walked through how to create a few pages, upload and insert photographs, and also create galleries with them, and even insert a form for people to contact us, let's add just a few very simple posts. Now, posts are typically what people think of when they think of a blog. This is usually intended for some sort of update that you post with a predictable frequency. It might be daily, weekly, monthly, or there might not be a pattern to it at all. But typically it's the more dynamic content on your site. And this could appear on the home page of your site or on a special page called your blog. So for right now, we're not going to worry about where these posts will appear. We're just going to create some. So let's go up to the navigation bar, go down to New, and this time click Post. And once again, I've already created the content for a few sample posts, so I'm going to go to the folder where I have this information, and I'm just going to copy and paste it into my post here. This makes it a lot easier and less chance of losing any of your information. So we have a post about one of my Shih Tzus, Tango, and we are talking about how much his coat has changed. So I want to include a couple of photographs, and I will do that by clicking Add Media. And I've already uploaded these photographs when we created our gallery, so we're seeing it here in the media library. And I'm going to click on this photograph, and I want this title to appear. If people hover over the image, I want the alignment left. I don't want it linked to anything, and we're going to insert it into the post. Ta-da! All right. And actually, let's preview this to see how it looks. We're going to click on the preview button. All right. Let's do that. I think we will put this photograph above the text and have the new picture below the text. So let's close this preview window, and back in here, if we want the text to appear below, what we'll do is click on the image, hover over this little button that allows us to edit the image, and let's click None. That's going to force the text below the picture when we do that. All right, and now we're going to add the next or newer image, and it's right here. So once again, this time we're going to put the alignment as None so that the text won't wrap around it. Click None and insert it into the post. So let's see how that looks. Alright, so we see the old picture, which when we hover over it, we're not seeing the title because it's in preview mode, and then the new picture. So let's close this and click on Publish. Alright, so WordPress is telling you that you published your first post on this blog, and it's showing you a preview of what it looks like here on the right side of your screen. So if we wanted to view this post, we could click on the site and we see how it appears here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to create 2 more posts. I'm not going to drag you through the process of creating 2 more posts since it's the same steps that you just observed, but I'm going to go through 1 more post with you so that I can show you how to insert a link to another website. So let's create another post, New Post, and again I'm going to navigate to my folder where I have my content, and this is a post about one of our favorite people, Rie, who is our dog's groomer. So, bear with me. So I pasted in my text, and what I want to do is include a link to the dog salon's website. And the dog salon is called New Breeze Dog Salon. So what I've done is in a separate browser window, I found her website, and you do want to make sure you go to the website and it's the right one that you intend to link to. And then we're going to copy the web URL here, go back to our site, and whichever words we would like to turn into the hyperlink that people click on to visit that website, we're going to highlight it. And now this button is now active, which allows us to insert or edit a link. We'll click on that. We're going to paste the URL, the web address here. We're going to write a title so folks know what the link will do. So if people click on the link, it will take them to that website. And since this is taking them to somewhere on the web outside of our site, we're going to have it open the link in a new window so they can still come back and find us on our site. And all you do is, this looks good, their address, the title, click Add Link. Alright, so you notice the color of the text has changed, and when we hover over it, we see that message, click to visit website, and it's underlined, which is usually a good visual signal to people that this is a hyperlink. And now what we're going to do is click the Publish button. And we see the post here in our window, and you can see what happens when I click on this link to New Breeze Dog Salon. It takes us to her website. And it didn't actually open in a new window, so let's fix that. Let's click back on our browser, and we want to edit this. So we go to our link and hover over it, and click on the Insert Edit link. Oh, it should have worked. Maybe it's because we were in the preview mode. So we want to make sure this box is checked. Click Update. We'll update that, and I'll assume that it's working correctly now. So I'm going to going to go ahead and add a photograph to this post and then do one third and final post. And when that's done, I will see you in the third video where we will look at customizing our menu or the navigation bar, as well as adding and editing widgets and doing some other customizations to your site to get it looking just the way you'd like. So we'll see you in video 3.